every day. It's great. Can you guys relate? Yes. Yeah, because me, I used to have an auntie and she used to tell me every day when I wake up, the first thing I hear, I'm very useless. Look at you. You know, you're just disturbing your father. And I'm not even done anything. You know, every day, you know, you're just told how useless you are. And it's very scary. You don't know what to do. If you do, for example, if you eat, why are you eating all this food? What's wrong with you? You know, if you don't eat, this food is getting spoiled and you're just here. What's wrong? It used to be very confusing. It was so crazy. And I used to feel so lost. At that time, one day I was at home crying. I took my phone, I went on YouTube, and I was like, oh wow, I thought people just put music, songs on YouTube. Then one day I saw white people creating content. I was like, oh wow. Then I finally saw a black person like me. And I was like, oh wow, if they can do it, so can I. So I started creating content. And I didn't know what I was doing, because I know when you want to create content, you don't even know what to do. So I see people doing about hair, I go and do the same thing. I see makeup, I go and do makeup. And I don't even know how to do makeup. I go see people doing about food, I could just repeat the same. I was so confused. This is just to tell you that nobody has it all figured out. It's confusing sometimes, but you just have to go with the flow. You just have to be consistent. You have to keep going. So along the process, I did YouTube for about 1 year. I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't making any money, but I just loved posting videos. And this time my friends were talking. Did you see her? Did you see what she's posting? And they used to laugh at me. You know, I used to hear people are talking. They're saying you're a joke. The things you're posting online, you know. And I started feeling so embarrassed. And I was like, oh God, should I quit? Then I was like, you know what? I don't care. Let them talk. I'm still gonna create my content. You understand? So I just kept on creating my content. 2 years down the line, I made my first money. That was like $100. I was so happy. I thought I had made it in life. $100. I was so happy.
Trudy,
Hey, what's up?
do you have an example of a typical bad advice you were giving as Africans?
As Africans?
Yes.
Looking for a job. 9 to 5 is crap. Don't do 9 to 5. 9 to 5 is a waste of time. Okay,
Yes.
that will sound bad. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I mean, not everyone is meant to do 9 to 5. I'm so sorry. Guys, you come for me and attack me. 9 to 5 is for some people. Like the people who are lawyers and they're born to, you know, do law, defend
And
people,
litigate.
judges, nurses, doctors. I'm saying, like, if you're doing a job you don't like, you'll quit. It's
But
not
do you
for
know
you.
that all those people make money on people's problems?
Which people?
When you are in trouble, you have a legal issue, you go to a lawyer. When you have a health issue, you go to...
That's what I'm saying, those ones are okay. But if you're just doing a job you don't like, you're just waking up every day, you're feeling sad, you're feeling depressed, you don't know what to take that risk. Life is about taking risks. Go ahead and take it.
Wow. I like that. I like that. Okay, let me also try to give one. I think one of the worst advice we were giving growing up is just be under G, don't show yourself too much. Exposure is not good, don't travel,
Exposure is not
don't
good.
put yourself out there. If you are doing something good, don't talk about it. It's so bad. So today we are going to Tamale. We are going to empower young ladies.
Ooh, Tamale, here we come.
Tamale, here we come. We are going to empower young ladies who have learned a craft, who have a business now, to be able to put their business on the internet and gain some exposure. What do you think about that? So I'm going with someone who has been very successful at that, and then we'll put that out. So let's go. Yeah, not too bad. A cute place, a nice bus to hop on. So stay with me. Always fly African world, even when you are going out of Africa. That's if they have a flight outside of Africa. Yeah, the Africa world is the best. The planes are nice, right? They are Ghanaian, proudly Ghanaian.
Your hand-carried items are placed in an overhead compartment or completely under the seat in front of you.
For some time, but it was refurbished and upgraded to international airport. Oh yeah. So touchdown Tamale.
Do you know?
So I was driving on our way to this place on the airport in order to do some checkout. But this is Modern City Hotel Tamale. So this is where we'll be spending our night. the next 2 or 3 nights. When I get to them, I'll quickly show you the room. I see that they have some good generators as well. Certainly there will be no power crisis. They have a dedicated transformer, so that's also good. Ample parking space, a lot of conference facilities. So if you come to Tamale and want a place to stay, check them out. We need to say this, we are at the hotel reception waiting for our key. This is actually my room. You can visit me if you watch this video before I leave. But this is the town of no theft, absolutely safe town, and then smokes, and then shea butter. Right? Wow. But you know, I've heard a story. I hear they don't plant the shea. They are just blessed with it.
Yes, I think they are just blessed with it. They don't plant, just like baobab trees.
Will we see a shea tree before we leave?
Maybe we'll see if we can spot one.
Wow. So even at the hotels, it seems smoke. Let's go and look at the smoke.
Everywhere. Tamale, there are smoke everywhere.
And nice made in Africa footwear. Then the cap for the smokes. So even the hotels, wow, look at these nice baskets. Can people call you if they want some of this?
Yes. You can call me at any time if you want any of this.
Wow. Fantastic. These are some nice smokes. Lady smokes. And then if you want just the material as well, you can get it.
It's actually very affordable.
Wow. And then some of their history, like this, Yana, the story of them, Dagbon, royal battles at Mensha Palace. They went to fight their brothers. Africans are guilty of slave trade. We were not peaceful before the whites came. Let's see whether she's going to unlock the car before she opens it. It's true, the car is not locked. And she has a lot of things in the car. Wow. Welcome.
This is a baobab, Glory Hill baobab fruit drink.
Wow, this is made by you.
Yes, the best baobab drink that you can ever take.
Glory
You know the
Hill.
baobab tree is only in Africa that you can get that tree.
Oh, really?
Yes, mostly they don't plant it, it's grown.
What's the area name for baobab tree?
You can call it adido.
Adidoti,
Alagba.
Asimetino, Alegba. Fantastic. I'm going to taste it. So this is the room we're going to stay in. There is a TV, which I never use, a steady, which I hardly use, a fridge, which I hardly use, a wardrobe, which I hardly use. Wow, kids' little bed. I'm here alone. Yeah, the bed is soft. I love it. And a Bible to confuse us some more. New Testament. Okay, I know these people. Gideon's Bible. They are good people. Then look at the washroom. I think they've done some work on the, probably try to fix a leakage or put a valve, non-return valve. I love the towel. I like white hotel towels. And then this and this, yeah. And they have a telephone. In case you're not happy with something, you can quickly call. That's great. Wow. I think today I have views for the wardrobes. So that's my clothes for tomorrow's presentation and the Sunday's presentation. And then one trouser. You want to show them?
They are from those countries because they are using
used to read, but it wasn't getting inside my head. And I would wake up early and read. I would sleep late reading, but it wasn't, when the exams come, especially maths, it just wasn't going through, you understand? So I used to wonder what's wrong with me. And my dad used to pay for me tutors to teach me, and I used to be, but still, I wasn't passing, you know. So I used to be so stressed, because they used to tell us that education is key. But then this education is not coming through for me. So it used to be so hard, and I used to pray so much. I used to tell God, please let me pass my exams. I just want to pass my exams, you know. But honestly, when the exams come, I wasn't passing, and people used to tell me what's going to happen to you, you know, what's going to happen to your future because you're not passing in school. And I used to cry, and I used to tell God, why? God, please. I'm trying to read, but it's not going through. You understand? And I finished school, and I didn't do so well in school. I was just very average. But then in my heart, I always used to feel like I have a lot more to offer. You understand? I felt like I had a lot more to offer, but I just didn't know how. I didn't know what. So I finished school. There are no jobs in my country. So you used to go around looking for jobs. You don't get jobs. It used to be so hard. You go back home. Oh, I did not mention that my mom had passed away when I was 16. So I'm the only girl in my family, and I wasn't really close with my aunties. So then, my dad had retired at this point. My dad is not working, so you have to look for money for yourself. There's no one who's going to give you money. So you go around looking for any job you can get to do. And then I started getting these jobs where you're promoting different products like Omo, Nice and Lovely, lotion, hair products in the supermarket. But it's not a permanent job. You can get it for 1 month and then that's it. You go look for another job, you can get it for maybe 3 months. You only work during the weekends. You go and stand there. When you go to work, you come from morning till evening and you're not supposed to lean on anything. See, though you can say, oh, I'm tired. So you do this. Hey, no, you stand like this the whole day. You're not leaning on nothing. So I did that job for 3 years. It was so hard. I mean, you're not even getting paid much money. The money was so little. I told some of my friends, hey, got a job. And then they told me, how much are they paying you? And then I said 300 Kenya shillings. 300 Kenya shillings is not like 300 Ghana cedis. 300 Ghana shillings is a lot. Okay. 300 Ghana cedis is a lot. 300 Kenya shillings is very little. So my friends would say, I'm not going to do that job. Well, I worked that hard only to be paid that little money. I'd rather stay home, you know. So many of my friends would stay home, and I was working in the supermarket, and it was so hard, you know. But then I needed the money because no one would give the money. So I did a job for 3 years until my legs started swelling because I was standing from morning till evening. But I used to tell myself, no, this can't be my life. This is not it for me. You know how you have something in your heart and in your mind telling you there's a lot more for you, but you don't know what. You don't know how. I just used to pray a lot and tell God, I don't know what it is, but I just want you to make a way. You understand? I don't know how, but I want you to make a way for me. I remember I used to work in the supermarket sometimes, and I would see my friends coming to the supermarket, and then I would go to hide. Like, hey, they're gonna see me, they're gonna see me. So when they pass this side, they run that side, they pass. And I told my dad, and my dad told me, what are you doing? Why are you acting like that? Because any work is work. As long as you're not going to sell yourself out there and you're not stealing, at least you're making money. So be proud of what you're doing, you know? So it was just a long journey. I did that for 3 years, but I just used to feel like there's much more. I'm just talking like this because I feel like maybe there's someone in this room and you're feeling like, my life, I have a lot more to offer. This can be it for me. I don't know what you're doing, whether you're a student in school or you just finished school and you're feeling confused, you don't know what to do. It can be very scary, but something is telling you there's something, like you have a lot to offer. It's probably because you have a lot to offer, you understand? And I feel like we are usually limited by our surroundings sometimes. And then sometimes you have people in your life who are telling you you're so useless. Who do you think you are? Huh? Very useless. You will not amount to anything. Every day, it's crazy. Can you guys relate? Yes. Yeah, because me, I used to have an auntie and she used to tell me every day, when I wake up, the first thing I hear, I'm very useless. Look at you. You know, you're just disturbing your father. And I'm not even done anything. You know, every day, you know, you're just told how useless you are. And it's very scary. You don't know what to do. If you do, for example, if you eat, why are you eating all this food? What's wrong with you? You know, if you don't eat, this food is getting spoiled and you're just here. What's wrong? It used to be very confusing. It was so crazy. And I used to feel so lost. Anyway, I'm working in the supermarket and it was so hard. Some people would look down on you because of what you're doing. Some people will tell you you're a scammer. You think I don't know anything. I'm just trying to sell a product. What do you mean you think I would be a scammer in the supermarket to let me stand here to sell this to you? But you meet very different kinds of people, you know, in life. Some will look down on you, some will not. But I've come to learn to just not look down on anybody because you don't know tomorrow. So wherever you are today, I just want to let you know, I think I had a girl asking that, oh, there's people who they post and they just go so viral. What is the secret? What are they doing? Life is a journey. It's one step at a time. And everybody's journey is different. Everybody's time is different. So you need to be patient with yourself. You need to pray. Oh my God, you need to pray. I used to feel so lost and I won't even lie. You know, I used to go down on my knees and I just used to pray like, God, just make a way for me. I don't know what I'm even doing in this life. In school, I'm not even doing well. I don't know what I want to do. I used to be so confused. So when I ask people sometimes, like, can't you tell me she wants to do medicine? I'm like, at least you know what you want to do. Me, dear. I don't even know what I want in life, you know. But then, God created all of us and He knows the plan that He has for each and every one of us, no matter who you are. You understand? So God has a plan for everyone. And one thing I will say, people think that education is everything, but education is not everything. The most important thing is God's plan for your life. God has a plan for everyone. So I used to read the Bible and was so impressed. I did not know that was actually the owner of the company. And then he told me, hey, come to my office. You did a very good job. I want to promote you. I was like, me? He said, yes. I said, oh my God, thank you, Jesus, okay? So we went to his office on Monday, and then he, in front of like a group like this, I was called. I was told, come. So I went to the front, and I was told, he told me, oh, I wanted to promote you, but your supervisor told me, you're actually not a good person. You don't do your job. You go to work late. You're not who I thought you were. So I'm going to let you go. You're fired. In front of a group like this. Oh my God, I was so embarrassed. I cried. So I went home crying. I thought my life was finished. Because I had done the job for 3 years and I just wanted to be promoted. And I thought that was it for me. Because I had introduced, some friends said they can't do such jobs. Some came and they did the job and they got promoted. So I was like, hey God, my time is finally here, you understand? So I was just, after being promised a promotion and then being fired in front of so many people, I was so embarrassed. So I went home and I cried. I was so depressed. During this time when I was very depressed, it's when I discovered YouTube. I used to sleep home, just crying all the time because I was like, God, why is life so unfair? You know the woman lied. You know I worked so hard. I had plans. I just wanted to be promoted. How can people be so evil? Someone can just go and lie about you and make you get fired. So I just used to cry so much. After getting $100 for about 3 months, I realized $100 is so little. You know, like, what can I do with $100? You know, it's so little. So I wanted to make more, but I was like, how do I do it? So I was so confused. I was feeling so lost and I started getting depressed because at this time my friends are in school, you know, people know the courses they want to do. Me, I was just feeling so confused, but I just kept praying and I just kept working hard. There's a thing, sometimes people think you just have to pray and God will open a way for you. You have to work. God cannot help you if you're just sleeping, you're not doing anything. So I just kept praying, you know. And during this time, I got a message. I got a DM from someone. And the DM was telling me, oh, I'm coming to Kenya to create content. Do you want to come and create content with me? But then the thing is, I saw it late. I saw it 3 months late. The person who had sent me the message was another content creator, and his name is Odemaya. So he told me he was coming. He was living in China, coming to create content. I said, leave me alone. I'm stressed. Oh, this life is here. You know, life was hard. Life was so hard. I was like, just leave me alone. But then after thinking, I thought, what do I have to lose? I'm at rock bottom anyway. I don't even know where my life is going. So let me just take the risk. Let me just go and see what's going to happen. So all my life of working in the supermarket for 3 years, I used to save so much. I had saved about 300 US dollars. So I was like, let me use this money to book my ticket and go to Ethiopia, because they said they were now going to Ethiopia because I had seen their message late, they had already left. So I was like, let me go to Ethiopia and just shoot these videos. And you know, when you're at rock bottom, if you stay there, then what? At least if you take a risk, you don't know what's going to happen. So I decided to take the risk. I went to Ethiopia. Oh my God. Looking back, it's one of the best decisions I've ever made. And I almost did not make that decision because I was so lost, I was so depressed, I was so scared. I almost did not make that decision because I almost gave up in life, basically. So I went to Ethiopia and I met Maya and I learned how to create content. I learned how to believe in myself because I never used to believe in myself. I used to see girls online and I always felt like, oh, they're so pretty, they're so beautiful, you know. I never used to feel like I was beautiful enough. I used to see rich girls, you know, these people who have money, they are making content from rich families. I'm like, me, I'm not from a rich family. Will people watch my videos, you know? Then it's like, what? I don't even have money to go anywhere. I used to beg my dad, give me money and go to this restaurant. Then I eat and show people the food I'm eating, and then maybe they'll watch. So my dad used to give me money until he started getting tired. Like, all the time you're borrowing me money, I'm tired, you know. So it's like, what am I gonna do? I didn't even have a camera. I didn't even have a good phone. I had the worst quality phone. But I just started with what I had. I just making videos, eating. Then I go around my town, like Tamale here, just moving around, showing people this is what Tamale looks like. This is what Tamale, you know. And I just post it, and people started watching. But at first, nobody was watching. So you post it, 0 views, you go back and watch. You go back again and watch, then you go back and you go and say, hey, 3 people watch my videos, but it was you because you kept going back. You understand? It's crazy. So it was so hard. And I remember the time I had my friends and were saying, oh, well, we started together. But they came and told me, this work here is too much. I'm not making any money. I'm working so hard. I think I'm going to go and get employed. At least I can make some money, but I can't keep doing this. And many of them, they went, you know. Thank God I never gave up on content creation. Nothing good comes easy. So I kept pushing, not making money, borrowing my dad money all the time, you know. I used to tell him, please, please, please. Thank God he used to give me sometimes, you know. Fast forward, I go to Ethiopia. I meet Maya. He teaches me how to make content. I become more consistent because I was posting 2 times a week. And he told me, do you have another job? I said, no. You only do content? I said, yes. He said, how many times do you post? I said, 2 times a week. He said, and this is your only job? I said, yes. He said, how many times do people go to work? I said, I guess some go 6 days a week or 5 days a week. He said, but if this is your job, why are you not taking it seriously? If this is your job, then you have to go every day and take it seriously. I said, oh, okay. So I started posting a lot more often, you know. So I posted often, I started believing in myself. I started thinking, you know, maybe I can also do it. If someone can do it, we are all God's children. Nobody is God's favorite. And God is the giver of all things, you know. Because sometimes people think if someone is blessed, they're special. if you ask God, God can give you anything. All you have to do is ask. So I told God, hey God, if you can give me anything, I just want 10,000 subscribers. So at that time, 10,000 was so much. And it's like, you have a voice in your head telling you, hey, 10,000, who are you? Who are you to ask God for 10,000 subscribers? Who are you? Say, hey, God, please, I know I'm asking for too much. Looking back, I was asking for too little. Like, what is 10,000 subscribers? The population of the world is like 7 billion people. Then you're asking God for 10,000. But what is impossible with God? Can someone tell me what's impossible for God? So why am I asking God for 10,000? If I can ask God for 1 million and He can give me, what is 10,000? And then that voice telling me in your head, who do you think you are? You ask small, stop asking too much. So we need to stop listening to the voices in our head. So I made a vision board. There's a verse that says, write your vision and make it plain. Write down what you want. All your goals, you need to write them down. You need to make a vision board. I had it very clearly written down, what I want to achieve. And I wrote down, I want 10,000 subscribers. I want 20,000 on Instagram. I wrote down all these things, and guess what? I reached and I passed. And I couldn't even believe. Like, how? So when you're starting, it can seem so hard. You don't know how you're gonna do it. It can be so confusing. But if you get anything from me, I just want you to understand that really nothing is impossible. And sometimes you feel confused, but everyone feels confused. No one has life figured out. Like, no one has it all figured out. I don't know if you guys get me. You guys understand? Yes. It gets confusing, but as long as you pray and you keep going, you get to learn as you go along. Even right now, I haven't figured everything out. But when you look back, you realize, oh wow, it's a journey. So you have to keep going and you have to believe in yourself. Am I talking to someone? Yes. I just feel like one of these pupils here is gonna be such a big person. I don't know why. I don't know who it is. For you, you're just gonna be so great. You just have to feel it in your heart. Do you understand? You have to. Even if you're so broke, maybe then at home you don't have money, but you don't have to have that figured out. As long as you pray, as long as you work hard. Talking about having things figured out, during the time when I was fired and I lost my job and I was home and I was crying all the time, there's a time my brother gave me his car to drive. I was going to town. So he gave me his car in Kenya and I was driving the car and I think my mind drifted away and I had an accident. When I woke up, I was going this side, but the car was looking this side. And the car was surrounded by so many people. And I was so confused. So, to cut the long story short, when I went home, my brother asked me, what were you doing? Why did you have the accident? Were you on the phone? I said, no. He said, what happened? It was my first time driving alone. I always used to have people in the car. So I think I started thinking and then, so I felt so bad, because I had let him down. And I told him, I'm so sorry. He was so angry. And I told him, oh my God, I'm so sorry. One day I'll buy you a car. He said, how? How will you buy me a car? How much are you making? How much are you making? He said, you buy me a car. I said, I wasn't even making, because I was still working in the supermarket. I said, hey, I'm not making much. What is $100 in CDs?
1,500.
That's even a lot. I was making maybe 1,000 CD a month. Tell me, how will you buy me a car? You're making 1,000 CDs a month. I said, hey, I don't know. Then I was so angry. So I went to my room and I cried. And I went down on my knees and I prayed. And I told God, I don't know how I can buy my brother a car. I don't know. But I know that there is nothing impossible with you, God. You can do all things. So these people talk too much, say, oh, there's nothing impossible with God. God can do it. Even if I want to see it in my life, if God can do it for these people, He can also do it for me. So God, do it for me too. I don't know how I can buy my brother a car, but bless me so I can buy my brother a car. So I just wrote it down. I said, if one day I just want to buy my brother a car, because the car that I read, it was totally wrecked. It wasn't able to be fixed. So it was sold off. So I wrote it down and I got a picture of the car and I put it on my vision board and I said, one day I will do it. So I went on with my life, creating content. 3 years later, I bought my brother a better car than what I had read. Yeah. So this just goes to show you, you don't have to right now you might not have it, but with God, nothing is impossible. So like when my brother, like I couldn't believe it. And he said, Ish, and you said it. And I was like, oh my God, God did it. So no matter where you are right now, you don't have money, you're so confused, maybe you're not good at school, God's plan for you is bigger than what you can even imagine. Can I tell you another story?
Yes.
Are you guys feeling inspired?
Yes.
I really hope you guys feel inspired. I really hope you understand that nothing is impossible. So when I started content creation, like I said, I was making like 1,000 CDs a month in the beginning, and at first I was excited. Then before that, I was like, it's not a lot of money. What am I gonna do with this money anyway? Like, I need much more money. You know, and I remember someone called me, they said, oh, we're watching your videos, we like your videos, I want to invite you to Poland. I said, oh wow, Poland. At that time, I had never flown in my life. I had never gotten in a plane. Even taking a bus from my city to the next city, sometimes was too much. You understand? So they said, oh, I want to invite you to Poland. I think Poland is somewhere in England. That's a whole other continent. And I said, oh wow, me? They said, yes, we want to invite you. We will host you, we will sort your food. All you have to do is pay your tickets. I said, oh, okay. I went and took my phone and checked tickets from Kenya to Poland. My heart, hey, it sank. Because I saw the price. I said, how? I can't afford this even if I work for 1 year. 1 year, a whole year, I can't. It's too much money. And I just remember crying and saying, you know, God, you know I can't afford this, but I really want to fly one day. If you can just bless me. I remember when I was young, I had cousins who used to fly, you know, to different countries, and I used to be like, oh wow, you know, wow, must be nice, you know. So I told God, can I fly one day, you know? And fast forward, guys, that trip I wasn't able to go at that time because I did not have the money. But sometimes your time is not God's time. God's time is the best. You understand? So fast forward, right now I have been able to travel to about over 30 countries. You know, I was in the US a month ago, and I was there for like, was it a month or 2 months? And that was my 6th time going to the US. I've gone to Singapore, I've gone to Malaysia, I've gone to Africa, very many countries, South Africa, like I've gone to so many places. For me, this is just to say that really nothing is impossible. The people who are telling me, you're very useless, right now they have nothing to say. And it's not because I'm special, it's because God can do it for anyone. God can do it for, so never look down on yourself and think, what can come out of me, you know, after I don't have money, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, because God created you, and God is our Father, all of us. God doesn't have special people. That's why, when you see people doing well, you shouldn't be jealous of them. Look at them and say, oh wow, if God can do it for them, He can do it for me too. Let it be an inspiration. Are you guys getting inspired? Yes. And I remember when I started my YouTube channel and I wasn't getting any views, nobody was watching my content, I used to pray to God and tell God, God, please God, just give me subscribers, give me people to just watch my videos. Please, when you bless me, I will tell them that nothing is impossible. I will tell them that if you have done it for me, you can do it for them too. I hope that people will be able to look at my life and see that God can do it. You understand? So me telling you this, I'm just keeping my promise to God. Because I told God, at least bless me so that I can see, hey, wow, if God can do it for her, He can do it for me too. Because I know life is not easy, life is so hard. I had someone saying that, oh, buying data is also expensive, and I can relate. It's expensive. It's expensive, but that is life. You have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice to get that data. You have to be smart. And when you sacrifice like that, you won't play with it. You'll create the best content you can and put it out there. Because honestly, I know there's many different kinds of jobs right now, but social media is the in thing. And the best thing is no matter what you're doing, whether you're doing hair, whether you're selling shea butter, you're selling fugu, whatever it is you're selling, you need social media to promote it. So even if you don't just want to be a social media content creator, you can be someone who sells your products online, and you can go a long way with it. Am I speaking to someone? Yes. Are you guys feeling inspired? Yes. Because for me, I was like, God, if nothing else, I just want to inspire someone, you know. I just want you to feel encouraged. Because I know life is hard. Life is hard. And sometimes you feel you don't know about tomorrow, you're so confused, you're so lost. But God has a plan for you. Do you guys understand that? Yes. God has a plan. You just have to believe it and put yourself out there, and it's gonna be okay. Like that online. I'm like, oh wow, see the views. Me, no one is watching me, but it's a journey. I've been doing it for like 6 years now. People are not watching me, nobody cared, but now people watch. You know, we get the views, we make the money, and that's how we are able to be full-time content creators. So, as much as many people here want to use social media to promote their different kind of businesses, I hope some of you will be inspired to take content creation and be full-time content creators. Me, my dad wanted me to be a nurse. My dad was also working in a hospital, but it was not my passion. You know, I was so confused, I didn't know what to do and stuff. So I did not do nursing, and my dad was so disappointed, you know. Because parents want the best for you. They think they know what is best for you. So they talk to you, do this, do this. I wasn't feeling that. I just felt there's something else. And then when they ask me what, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I know there's something. Say, but you don't know what it is. You just pray to God for direction. Now, looking back, my dad is so happy I didn't even do what he wanted me to do, because the money we make is like 10 times more than doctors are being paid. So my dad says, oh wow, thank God you did what you wanted to do. And right now, the people I was with in my class, who are topping the class, getting A, number 1, number 2, number 3, some of them don't have jobs. And some of them, even if they have jobs, they're not making as much. Sorry?
So that.
Exactly. These are good jobs, but they're not bad jobs. If that is your passion, you can do it. But it's not for everybody, you know. So these people, we can't even employ them right now. So even if you're here and you're not being number 1 in class, you're not number 2, you're not number 3, don't think your life is finished. We all can't be number 1 in class. Education is not for everybody. Don't think you're useless because you're not doing well in class. Am I talking to someone here? Yes. Your life is bigger than school. But there are people who are book smart, so good for you. Read hard and do what you want to do. But if that's not for you, don't stress yourself. God has a bigger plan. If you guys know the way I used to cry. When I get my results, I used to cry. So, I don't know if there's anything for me to say.
It's good.
No, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Sorry?
If there's any questions, people can
Do you guys have any questions for me?
I don't have a question, but I just want to commend you for the beautiful inspiration. Inspired a lot and empowered as a woman. Taking some view from you, you said we should believe in ourselves, we should be consistent, and we should know that nothing is impossible for God. And this is my takeaway from you. So I want to appreciate you and also appreciate Glory Hill Women Empowerment Foundation for bringing you to Dakar. Welcome to Tamale.
Thank you, and welcome, Miss Trudy. I feel like most of us here, maybe some of us will say we are far advanced in the age. Things might have been, things are late, but I don't think that anything is late. And I want to talk to especially our young ones. I think I have the passion of always talking to the young ones. Please, what she's telling you, take it. I believe the president of Ghana, I believe the vice president is here. Maybe our current vice president never knew one day she would be like that, but today she is. Don't look at the home you are coming from. Your parents didn't bargain for where they are coming from, and you didn't also bargain for it. But in life, we all have plans. God have plans for us. So don't say the house you are coming, just 2 rooms. What can 2 rooms do? My colleagues are coming from 4-bedroom house. No, it's not about the 4-bedroom house. It's about inspiring yourself alone. So when you get to the house today, stand and look at yourself in the mirror and say, me, Kate Bayo, tomorrow I am taking and it's right. But you can't do that when boyfriends are all around you. You can't do it. When boyfriends are around you, today you think you are the most beautiful. Tomorrow you fall out from me. Watch and speak. Speak to your inner man. I am coming after you, my future.
Wow,
I agree with me that today was wonderful. Yes. And you can agree with me that it's not a time wasted, right? Yes. So tomorrow we are continuing. I want to thank Miss Trudy. I want to thank Engineer Viglo. In fact, this thing that we are doing, they have not asked me for any money to pay them. Because she said in her heart that she likes empowering women, young ones, and women generally. So she's doing this. They are doing this with all their hearts. So I'm not expecting to get 2 content creators that will shine the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years from here. I'm expecting all of us. So that there are times that they have a lot of things to do, but they left everything just to come here and empower us, and we have to make them proud. When they look back, they should know that their time in Tamale has not been wasted. So thank you very much. We thank God for giving us all the things that we are doing, and I emphasize on the God factor. Glory Hill is here because God has made it for us to be here. And if not God, we will not be here. So God factor for me is very important. You see all my things that I put on social media, I always had the hashtag is what? God factor. It's very important. So thank you very much. Tomorrow we are continuing 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock, just 3 hours. And tomorrow is going to be very interactive. Thank you very much, and then see you tomorrow.
Hello, I hope you had a good time.
Yeah, it was very educative, insightful. Yeah, we had a good time.
Fantastic.
Upcoming away content creator. They are overreach.
So this is a typical shea butter production factory. The process is not ongoing now. We have come to see the place, and I'm glad the hut looks like the typical Tamale village hut. Yeah.
It's what they use to roast the shell.
Oh, the roasted shea butter and stuff and this.
It's still the same thing they use for the
So
the voter rating, I'm sure they are something with it. The men that they use.
Yeah.
But here, the women, yes. But the northern women are really strong.
Yeah, the strongest women in Ghana. And I think they have improved their technology. You see, this is like 3 times wider than the one in Volta region at once.
Yes. I realize that.
So it's more optimized than what we do.
Yes.
You
Yours
use,
is the
yeah,
yes. And ours is
that's
bigger.
terrible.
We just put 3 together, then you get the one.
And you get one.
Aspect,
Wow.
3 together. But for the voter in the Ashanti type, you have to put like 8 or 9.
Yeah, that's too much.
That one is very nice.
We have to improve that technology. And I think even yours, you can see a way you can make it even bigger.
Yes.
Try to improve that.
Harnesses are bigger.
Yeah.
At least you can add something.
I think the Chinese have something that they are trying to do that is bigger. They have to improve it on before they come and take a market.
When they come, human resource will be out of work because that one they use the
machine to just weave it.
You just set it in. You use by itself.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
How are you?
So it's making a noise. When you are coming to Tamale, or usually when you travel to a place that has a lot of tourist attraction and the like, it's good to come with just an extra bag or something, huh? So that if you find yourself buying every souvenir you see, you have a bag to keep it in. The other thing is that try to buy indigenous stuff made in the town. Actually, what I've said, like leave the town looking like the people of the town, right? And hey, Miss Trudy got another gift. If I come back to this world, I'll come as a woman. That's what?
So cute. This is waist beads.
Oh.
So cute. In my favorite color, yellow, and then the packaging is so cute.
Oh, so nice. Made by Glory Hill, huh?
Yeah, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much.
So what stuff do the
Guys, you
people
need to
do?
promote these guys. They
Yeah.
do an amazing job.
So you do the waist bead, you do
Soap making.
you do soap,
Yes.
then you do pomade,
Yes. Shea butter.
shea butter, and then my favorite, the
The glory baobab
the
tree.
baobab juice.
Wow, that one is
Yeah.
something else.
That's really great. And all this you just do to empower the women.
Exactly.
And what
We
happens to
sell
the men?
all these things to make sure that we empower them.
Yeah. You know, that's actually sustainable charity. That's the kind of charity me I like.
Yes.
So the people are empowered is it's renewable,
Exactly.
sort of. So they don't
At
run
all
out.
time, at least you have something in to
Yes.
run the
Very
NGO.
enjoy. Yeah. Fantastic. I want to be like you when we grow.
So make sure you patronize our product so that we can empower more women.
Oh, certainly.
Yes.
Miss Trudy, I don't want to leave again. How about you?
Oh man, I wish I could stay longer. It's been amazing. We've learned so much, interacted with amazing women and girls from the north. I hope to come back again. I hope I get another invite. Please ask them to invite me again.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having me. Make sure you subscribe, Trudy Gang. Subscribe.
Yes, please
to this
subscribe.
channel.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, so we're heading back to Accra. I'm sure this is my last video. If you watched the video to this point, it means you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Subscribe, comment, share with people that need to watch, people who are interested in Ghana and the like, and then we can bring more impact to Tamale and beyond in Africa. Salute!
What's up?